let's discuss control live mode, track, and step navigation. So I did go over some of these in the essential control live mode. Apologies if this is a bit redundant, but as they say, repetition is the mother of all learning. So let's start with note mode. You can toggle session in note mode with this hamburger menu here. And one quick thing while you're in note mode, when you want to toggle tracks, you can use these 4 keys all the way here to the left. And you hit track 1, it's track 1, 2 is 2, 3 is 3, 4 is 4. You can see the track changing as I toggle these track buttons. One quick thing, if you want to go to the next set of tracks, you have to actually select the next track in the DAW. So we're going to select track 5. And once you select track 5, the numbers continue. So 5 would be the top track, 6 is 2, 7 is 3, 8 would be the 4th track. Most of these steps that I'm going to go over here are pertaining to the steps, the step keys here on the bottom, and how you can just navigate the start stops and all that other stuff. Here you have on the bottom your step keys and the odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, so on and so on. These numbers here represent the actual track, and you can tell by the corresponding color. So as you can see here, the first track is orange and the step key is orange. When you go to the 3rd step, that's going to be green. When you go to the 5th step, it's going to be a magenta or pink. And that corresponds to the tracks that you have there in your DAW. Once you select a track, it's going to turn white at all times, no matter what color it is. So if I select track 1, or step 1 rather, it's going to turn white. If I select step 3, it's going to turn white. Select step 5 is going to turn white. So you always know what step you're actually working on or working in. The other thing here is the even steps that you have here, 2, 4, 6. That is how you stop the actual track. So for instance, if we want to stop track 1, we're going to hit step 2 and it's going to stop. If you want to start the track again, you have to actually start it in the DAW. I don't know why it's set up that way. Once you stop it using the step, you have to start it again using the DAW. You can't start it from the move, which is kind of odd, but maybe they have to fix that in an update. If anybody out there knows a way that you can restart the move once you stop it with the step key, please chime in, let me know. But as far as I know, if you use the step key to stop the move, you have to start it again in the DAW. If you don't want to have to start it in the DAW again, just use the transport key to start and stop the track. When tracks are on to record, you hit the step twice and the step is going to pulsate with a red light. If you want to stop, you hit it twice again. So to arm the track, you hit it twice, it's going to pulsate red. That's how you know the track is armed and ready to record. You'll also notice that the whole row lights up red as well. Just a little indicator to let you know what's actually going on. For track mute, you can just hold the M key and hit the track and you can mute it. I know you already know this, but to arm a track, you can hold record and hit a track like so, and you can see that the track is actually armed to record. You can also hit the track twice to arm it. So whatever works for you or whatever's convenient, you can do either one of those. Step 15 is always going to be your main track. So if you're over here and you hit step 15, you can hit your main track, which is the last column all the way to the right. If you hit step 16, that always stops all tracks. So if you have 8 tracks playing at a time, if you hit step 16, it will stop all tracks at once. You can always use these left and right arrows here to the far right to navigate your tracks left and right. And by default, it only goes by 1 track, as you can see here. And this all depends on how many tracks you have. If you only have 4 tracks or a limited number of tracks, it's not going to move the same. If you want to move 1 track at a time, you can hit the arrow. If you want to move 7 tracks at a time, you hold shift and the arrow, and you can see you can move more in bulk that way because it moves 7 tracks at a time. You also have the plus and minus buttons here. If you hit the minus button, the session ring will move down. If you hit it up, it will move up. If you have at least 8 clips going on, you can hold shift and hit down, and it will group it in groups of 4. You can navigate by 4. I only have 8 clips here, so that's why it's only moving 2 times. But if you have more than 8 clips, or if I have more than 8 clips, it'll move in groups of 4. I did want to cover this because it's not so much telling the move what to do, it's just how to navigate around the door when you're only using your Ableton Move in Control Live mode.